I'm like,
guys, before we go, so what are the things that you need?
we need to,
Yeah, but I should bring out like a white chart and we can write on it, and then we'll do an
Or
example.
whiteboard?
A whiteboard, or we can have people stand up and just move people. It's like a chess game almost.
it is.
So,
And
I like
it's
chess.
not, sometimes it's a guessing game too.
It is.
The benefit of that now is people can sign up as a wholesale customer and be there for a while, and after you have several conversations with them, they decide they're naturally sharing in things. What's nice about the company now is you can actually take that person, and later on if they decide they want to start sharing or
After
they
90
want to do
days.
the business, then you can move them into another area, which that wasn't an option before.
Right.
So there's a lot of extra benefits, but that is a whole entire
Is that only
class.
with them upgrading, or you mean
With
now
them
after 90?
upgrading.
Okay.
yeah, they have to upgrade. And no, there's no
But
additional
most-
cost,
yeah.
it's just adding a social or tax ID. If you guys have specifics, we can sit down, I can look at your back office with you, because we do, for Power Up, so you know there's 5 different ways we get paid, and that's listed in that build guide. But if you wanna really try to get 3 strong people on your front line that are ordering your 100 every month, but I know it's gotta be 600 points, so you might have a couple others that even aren't committed to that 100 every month. But to really start getting some money in, you wanna be enrolling on a regular basis, cause you're gonna get a fast start check every week. And that fast start is for their first 60 days. Some people I've had
So
order.
that's why you want the second appointment as well.
Absolutely.
Because if they don't know, if you didn't schedule the second appointment, they don't know how to order, they don't know why they need to order, they don't know. And that appointment's where you're actually tailoring the specific products to them. When you're doing a regular class and they get a kit, it's general. Because everybody has those general issues going on. But for me, this is, I think, way more important because you're actually tailoring a specific protocol to them that's going to benefit them, which is why they're going to order every month, because they're getting something that's going to help them specifically with whatever they have going on.
Yeah.
So it makes it more personal, and that's when people get, oh, now I'm using this, or they're doing the cleanse, or they're doing something that's tailored for them, and that's where you build that connection where they're now ordering every month because they have products that's going to work just for them, not like just the oils.
And then you know them, you know what some of their needs are, and oftentimes I've got a handful I call my golden gals. They're not computer savvy, but they order every month. I would not encourage, only if they can't do it themselves, but now they'll text me or call me every month and say, I want blah, blah, blah. Well, I've been doing this for almost 5 years for some of these ladies, so I know what they typically are. I'm like, oh, well, don't you need past tense again? It's been a couple of months, so you can help them get their orders where they need to be, but it's about building that relationship over time with people, So would you guys like to have something on placements, or even what about like back office, so like 101? Somebody was, wasn't you in that, but somebody else was like, they didn't know they had accounts receivable, because it depends what your check is. As long as you've got somebody under you and you have a 100-point order and they've ordered, you're gonna get 2%. But if it's less than, is it, I don't know, $12 or $14, it will show up on your account.
Yeah.
And when you
cash
order, it will take, you'll pay less, but it doesn't affect your PV. You know how when you redeem points, it takes your PV away? The accounts receivable does not affect PV, but you pay less. So
you have to be able to click on that spot that you want to use that. There is a spot that you check to say that you want to use that, and you can actually use the points that
That's
are in
an
your
amount
card.
number like at the bottom.
You have to lower left.
I have no idea what that
Yeah,
was.
lower left.
Yeah, you've been getting
I don't know
you've
how
been getting
it's
commissions.
getting there. I just keep looking at it going, well, it's growing. Okay, we'll just leave it.
growing.
That's you making money.
That's
From
how.
you're making money. That's your extra money that you can use to take off, or you can cash it in if you want to with the company.
They just let it sit there. So.
I
just
actually
leave that
use
one
my
alone.
points that I accrue for the
Okay.
rollerballs, but this is if you're, I mean, obviously I'm getting a commission check that I have it directly deposited. But if you weren't doing that yet, you hadn't set up direct deposit, but you had somebody underneath you, there's a little spot on the side that'll show, and I don't even know what it says.
Does it say AR or?
Something,
It says AR credit.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you have something that says AR credit, it's because people are ordering underneath you and you're getting a commission and you just haven't set up your direct deposit yet. So you're not getting it in your account, it's there. Once it'll keep growing, you can either call the company and say, hey, because the first time I had that, I was like, I have 100 something, and they're like, oh, well, I don't know why I got it in there initially, same thing. And I was like, oh, can I cash it in? And they're like, yeah, and they sent me a check for $100. But you'll see that growing, or until you set up your direct deposit, that will be in there. You can actually click on your order and use the cash for your order, and it doesn't affect, you know, anything.
Your PV.
Oh,
No,
really?
it doesn't affect your PV. So if you're
Okay.
doing a 100-point order, you're still going to count the 100-point order. You're just using the cash that you already earned to pay for it.
I think if you
that makes
have
sense.
like a commission of 10 or less, $10 or
Something
less,
like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
they won't direct deposit, they won't send you a check,
Yeah.
it goes to that account.
Yes. But it'll build
Yeah.
up
And it
after
builds
a
up,
while
like,
if you're, you know.
So would that be helpful
Not
to
set up.
just have like a back office
Yeah.
101? And then I mean, placements would be separate for that, but there's just a lot of different things. So you
And
can,
if you call the business portion of doTERRA, because that's how I learned about all that.
okay.
And he is so helpful. He goes, I said, I might need about 5 minutes of your time because I'm new.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out why, okay, how do you figure out how much check I have, you know, somebody
Right.
deposited on my account. So he went through and he goes, oh, if it's $10 or less, you have to look at here.
Okay.
Then you go click on, you know, like, on your back office.
Yep.
And you don't look at the first page, you look at the second page, and then it, you know, it basically like specifically tell you this is how much.
Oh, the
is
commissions and all that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all spelled out in
And
there.
he's,
Yeah.
I mean, probably we spend like 40 minutes on the phone, but
So
he is.
great point, because everybody has access to account management.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and they'll look at your back office, and if you want to talk about placements, anything about the business, they will
They'll help you with
so.
anything.
Mm-hmm.
And they're really great.
They're very nice.
They're very nice.
Everyone is extremely, I can say that's the best thing about the company is if you're having an issue, you can call like right away and I can have it resolved quick. I've had it happen even with the lifestyle, I always call it membership overview. It comes out
Well,
of
it's
my
because
mouth.
it was so.
Because I've said it for so long. The lifestyle overview, I was sitting there and when I entered the person's account, I accidentally clicked the button wrong, so the phone number was wrong. So we couldn't figure out why we couldn't get into the account now because you have the extra security. I called the company right away. I mean, she's sitting next to me, and they're like, oh, what's the new number? They changed it. It went right to her, and it was done in a second. Same thing as the points last month. I had another one as I was sitting there, and their points weren't in their account, which is why I also do the lifestyle overview because there are glitches sometimes that happen. I called them, and they added the points. I mean, within a minute, the points were in their account, and I could show them all of the stuff. So don't worry about calling the company because they're going to be very helpful. They're going to answer your questions very quickly, and it just makes it simple. You know, you don't have to be afraid about asking them because they will help with any situation.
We're open till 8.
Yes, because they're in mountain time, so they open at 10 our time.
Just schedule your lifestyle overview in the afternoon and you're good.
But remember, they have a job because of us. We are the sales force. We're out there making things happen, and they are back there in the office to support what we're doing. So use them.
So that sounds good. If we have like a little mini back office overview, placement segment, or maybe like the technique to add the skill up so they know how to forward the email of their...
They're not going to know anything about skill.
They won't know.
No, I mean like if we have a little class on those 3 topics.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Like a separate whiteboard?
Yeah.
That sounds fun, Terry.
So I love this stuff. So I
like
like
to
talk all
chat.
day, but I'm going to turn it over to Amy. So.